We're going to try it standing up one more time. So if you see me getting all hot and sweaty and out of breath, you'll know that I'm just standing up. What's up, new guy? My name's James, better known as TheDegeNeditor75. I'm a DFS content creator who is here to help you get a little bit better at PGA DFS. Not going to do it picks and plays, going to help you with the process. And if you haven't seen, there's a lot to be excited about in PGA Showdown because DraftKings is finally not putting up piece of shit contests, right? We actually have quality contests to get excited about. I think it's just a sample of everything that we're going to have once NFL's gone, right? And then we just said PGA will be king again where it belongs, at least in my humble opinion. If you guys are watching the cut line, we actually got quite a sweat. Harris English just put it in to now make it T65 is right on the cut. So there's two guys playing 18 right now, which 18 on the North Course is like a bear. So I doubt they're going to birdie it. Matter of fact, if Eric Barnes would have just birdied it earlier, I would have got second in the 5.55. But he said, no. Why don't I just bogey it? I'll bogey it and cost you the streak and the bogey-free round. I said, Eric, that's bold, but I got to give it to the guy. He went there, he got there, so good for him, fucker. Morikawa still a loser. We can confirm, still a loser piece of shit. We should have known better. I cannot believe I fell for a Morikawa trap, that little soy boy bitch. Anyways, I'm not tilting. If you find you like the cut of my jib, you check out that schedule right there. I do this show after every round 2 and round 3 for round 3 and round 4 showdown. Normally it's on Friday and Saturday night, but it's Thursday, so we're doing it. Feels a little weird, but not as weird as me standing up doing the show. Of course, I do that first look show every Monday with Tambo. Be there for that. And of course, the most important show I do is the Wednesday night emergency stream, 7 o'clock. That's in the Lord's time zone. Make sure you're there for that, okay? Let's get going. No time. Hit the like. If we get to 100 likes, I'll build a contest in the big contest tomorrow, and there's 50,000 up top. You're probably going to want to be in with me on that one, okay? Just to refresh here, I'm telling you, it is at T65 right now, right? There's currently 3 guys here. Oh wait, no, not those guys, these two. If Norman Zhang or David Skins finds a birdie, right? If they find a birdie on 18 on the North Course, which ain't easy, by the way. I think there's only been like 2 there all day. But if they find one and none of these fuckers right here drop down, the cut's going to be -4 and let the carnage reign, right? Because you got some real donkeys at the -3 range, right? I mean, most notably, Keegan Bradley, Akshay Bhatia, Will Zalatoris, all of those guys are definitely double digits. Oh, there's Eric Barnes. Thanks again for that bogey, you dickhead. By the way, if he just pars the last hole, not only do I do much better at Showdown, the cut is definitely going to be -4, and give me that carnage. All right, anyway, so be watching that. For all of you sweating your lineups, look, if it's at -3 or -4, it doesn't affect me one way or the other, so then I always want carnage. Let it be -4. Let's let old David Skins or Norman Zhang find a shamrock up their ass and go birdie 18 so everybody can drink the tears. As of right now, with the cut being at -3, it looks like it's about 8 to 10% 6 of 6 rate. So if you're wondering how you're doing this week, do I have any sweats? Well, it's a pretty average week as far as 6 of 6 goes. About an 8 to 10% spread, which is pretty standard. I will tell you, if that cut gets to -4 and all those Keegan assholes are gone, it's going to legit be like 3 or 4%. So this is why you want to cheer for chaos, right? Because if you have a 6 of 6 when the 6 of 6 rate is like 3%, then you're very live. Hell, even some of your 5 of 6s, if it gets tough this week, could probably still have some nice cashes. I'm not going to promise you that they'll win, but I'll promise you that a 5 of 6 when the cut rate is, when the 6 of 6 rate is 3%, you'll be more live than you know. So we might have to check back on this. If you guys in the chat want to try to keep me updated on those 2 clowns playing 18, yes, I know following on Shot Tracker will be a waste of time because there is no Shot Tracker because, the PGA doesn't have enough money to do 2 Shot Trackers at the same time, right? And even the one they do have is a fucking joke. Anyways, let's get going. I've already warned you about the contest for tomorrow. They're starting to warm up, Bob. They are really starting to warm up. Yes, I don't love the main lottery, but just compare it to today, right? At least tomorrow, it's only a quarter of the prize pool. $200,000 prize pool. Only a quarter of it goes to first. Yes, that's too high. I agree, but it's better than a third, a great mathematician once said. So, if you want to play in the lottery, at least this structure is not so ridiculous, right? I wish this was like a $250,000 prize pool and they did $50,000 up top. Then we're really talking, right? Second place, only 40% of first. We never love that, right? But, once again, it's the lottery. You got to do with what you do. And then 10th place, only 167th. Don't love that, right? But here's what's got me really excited. And I think this is a contest that a lot of you, if you want to start being an MME guy, mass multi-entry, those are the ones you can put 150 in. Or instead of saying 150, I should say 3% of the total lineups up to 150 because that's the actual law on it. Look at the big drive the green for tomorrow. 30,000 up top. And to DraftKings, thank you. I know you're watching, see. Thank you for not bumping this up to 10,000 to first. They kept that first place at 5,000, so now we're only talking 17% to first. Second place is half of first, and 10th place is 133rd. That's pretty damn good, Bob. That is pretty good. That is one that you could go spray and pray in tomorrow, have some fun with Showdown, and it actually doesn't have that disgusting of a structure. I wish they would just keep this. I always tell them, look, I get you got to do the big one and the $20, but just keep the $5 at a better payout structure. Maybe those motherfathers are listening after 2 years of bitching. What else is out there? Of course, my baby, the $10 18 max is out there. It's always nutted. Always a good contest to get in. Then there's some, like here's someone like if you're a medium level player, check out this club twirl. I won this bitch 3 times last year. I love this tournament. $3,000 up top. That's a nice payday. That's a nice payday. Especially you can go toss 5-6 lineups in this. Mix up your player pool. It's gonna be. I don't know. I really like this tournament, especially when it starts getting to $15,000, $20,000, $25,000. This is a tournament I always like, right? Because you're only having to beat 400 people. I can beat 400 people. Although I couldn't beat 200 today. Womp, womp. Fuck you, Eric Barnes. $100 single entry up to $10,000. I love when you start to see this thing get to 5 figures. Really starts to make it super appealing and playable. $33 single entry. Look, they're not nutted yet, right? Once football's gone and we have all the big names and we have the tournaments and it's on a Saturday and a Sunday when round 3 and round 4 normally we are going to start getting these bigger contests. But let's just be happy that we're getting a pretty damn good one tomorrow on a Friday, right? Let's celebrate the small victories. All right, let's get over to the weather. Once again, I got an email from Wendy today saying that my 1-year renewal just hit. So just to show you what a man of the people I am, I did cough up another $18.99 so that you guys can have the best projections out there. I'm not a slapdick that uses Windfinder, okay? I use Windy because I'm not a poor. Those are the facts. All right, looking at the weather tomorrow, we actually it appears going to have a little bit more gust in the afternoon than we've had. But, are we really worried about 11-mile-an-hour gusts? Okay. Once again, the weather, I think they're going to get after this course pretty good tomorrow. It's only the south course tomorrow. We need to know that up front, right? No north course, so you're not going to see -8s tomorrow. Well, you might, actually. But you're just not going to see a bunch of -8s. I think -5, -6s are going to be like really nutted type rounds tomorrow. So here's what I can tell you, all right? The weather's a little warmer tomorrow. It's sunny the whole day. If we're going to see any baked outness with that wind, I think it would come in the afternoon. I think that probably playing guys early in the morning would be the play. But I have a real bad suspicion that they're going to be going off in 3s. 3s off of 1, 3 off of 10. Normally, this time of year, as the days start to get a little bit longer, as we get further away from the equinox, then you know that they're going to put them out in 2s, and they just do it over like a 6-hour period. But they usually wait till the Florida swing to do that, right? So I'm pretty sure they're going to go out in 3s off 1 and 10. If you guys see that anything that the PGA says down here, let me know in the chat, because maybe they'll go out in 2s, but I fucking doubt it, Bob. Okay, especially seeing it looks like 900 people are going to make the cut. Okay, so. If they're going out in 3s off 1 and 10, why do we need to know this? Because it basically eliminates playing much of a weather edge. Almost every person will be out on the course within a 2-hour period. Very similar to what we've seen in round 1 and round 2. So you just use that and know that the weather edge is going to be, mitigated a lot. I do think you could probably play some guys that go out a little bit earlier, and then you could play some guys that go out a little bit later, but you're only probably talking about a 5 or 6 hole edge that you're going to be finding there, and that's even if the weather does play out the way we want, okay? What I'm taking is, it's moving day, man. Go get guys that are just going to attack flags. Go get guys that are in the middle of the field who are going to go be just chasing every flag and trying to get you 5, 6, 7 birdies in a row, hopefully a streak, and if you luck sack, a bogey-free round, right? That's what you really need tomorrow. It's moving day. It is a great day to fade guys who are coming off of nuclear hot rounds. It's a great day to fade guys at the top of the leaderboard because people are like, well, I got to play him. He played good for today. He could never play bad. Or he could. So this is the big edge that you have in round 3, okay? If they go out in 2s, then you get the real big edge of playing the weather because people are assholes and they don't know how to check the weather. But as I've told you, I'm 99% sure they're going out in 3s. Somebody in the chat will let me know. By the way, if we're going to just talk about people being fraudulent in this industry, I saw people putting out projections today that had Patrick Cantlay with higher projections than Xander Schauffele. Do you know what fucking courses these people were playing on? How do people pay for this shit? If you go look, if you use somebody else's projections, you go look, and if they aren't dramatically different, right? The difference in these are not dramatically different between round 1 and round 2. Let me get my round 2 up so you see that mine don't do that stupid shit. Fucking reset into that. Anyways, yeah, look at that. Projections. Xander Schauffele 51, Patrick Cantlay 38. Okay, if you are on a site that gives you fraudulent projections that had Cantlay and Xander 50-50 today, you need to get away from them. That's an abusive boyfriend, and it is toxic, and you need to get away from them, right? Not to mention, some of the people's ownership out there just fucking fraudulent. Don't quit paying these assholes. You don't, but you deserve better. You deserve better, okay? I know other people will love you, I promise, okay? By the way, if you want to know somebody who does them, like nobody is a sweaty or try hard when it comes to projections, when it comes to ownership than me. That I assure you, Bob. And you're thinking, yeah, but I can't afford all that fancy shit you got going on there with that optimizer over the solver. My ownership, my projections for every round of Showdown and week long and the optimizer itself, $24.99. I mean, like, that's just laughable, especially once you see what the other people are paying for those fraudulent ownership and projection numbers that they're putting out. It's crazy, okay? I encourage you to do it. If you do, just sign up for my little Showdown hoedown symbol. That will get my projections preloaded in there for you, which I think is essential to you know, it's not the only thing, but it's certainly part of the puzzle, bruh. Let's see. Andy, skins bogey 2 just for fun. Motherfucker. All right, so I guess all the luck sack donkeys are going to get there. The cut is almost assuredly going to be -3, according to my dude Andy in the chat, who seems to know his shit. So I'm going to go with his word here. By the way, I just put this up here just to remind you, they are very likely to go out in 3s tomorrow off 1 and 10, but we are going to be watching that. If they go out somewhere else, then, you know, like if they somehow go out in 2s, or maybe they go, you know, it would be cool as shit. Just send them out in 3s all off of 1. That would be cool as shit, right? Because then I would definitely be loading up on the guys that play in the morning, okay? I think the morning is probably going to be the softest conditions, and it will already be warm enough for them to do well, right? So hopefully we get something like that, but it's the PGA, and they're dumbasses, so we probably won't, okay? Still looking at the chat, making sure nobody is saying anything about if they're going off in 3s. They could just go off 3s all off 1. I think they could probably get it in, but the PGA is kind of All right, let's get over and let's look at some stats. We're actually going to look at event stats, okay? You got to remember that they're only strokes gained data from the one round they played at the South Course, right? So a guy like Steven Yeager, when I'm bringing up his stats here, these are actually his stats from round 1 when he played the South Course, right? Obviously, he shot better than this today, right? Because, you know, he shot an 8 under. By the way, played him at Showdown. No big deal. Obvious. Here's what I can tell you is that you're going to have to just take these with a grain of salt, because some of these guys were looking at their round from yesterday and not today. But we do want to know how they did on the course that they're going to be playing tomorrow. So we're going to be looking at event stats, because they've each played 1 round on the South Course. We're going to be pulling from that. So you got to take into account that when we're looking at Steven Yeager's stats, he picked up, I promise you, he picked up a lot more than -0.22 on approach today. But Thursday, when he played the South Course, that is what he picked up, okay? So understand what you're looking at here, and do not get confused by the stats that I am showing you. You got it? Good. Let's move on. First up, we're going to start, we always start, team ball striking, right? Because, I mean, this honestly, it's a ball striker's course, right? If you cannot ball strike on the South Course, you're going to get your ass handed to you, okay? Just ask old loser Morikawa. So we're looking for guys that are not only, but ball striking for all you new guys, it's just off the tee plus approach. We need guys who are marrying those two things, because there's going to be a nice amount of variance in putting, right? But the one thing that tends to be more consistent than putting round over round is ball striking, and that's what we're going to look at. Part of the reason I played Luke List today, I mean, just look at that ball striking. Luke List, just ball striking god, can't putt or around the green. Well, that's kind of who Luke List is. He had a very nice round today, and tomorrow he's back on the South Course. If he's going to continue to ball strike like this, and the conditions are, you know, medium tough, Luke List, ball striking god. Michael Kim. Dude, Michael Kim is playing some good golf. Are we just going to ignore how good this guy's playing? He missed a 4-footer on 17 for a birdie, and then doesn't get up and down on 18, or he literally would be tied for the lead right now. Emiliano Grillo, man, that guy was playing today, right? He found a -3 on the South Course, which is playing tough. And look, he's getting it almost all done with approach. I mean, Emiliano Grillo, I could not believe he was only 2% owned a week long. Like, when I think of long, hard courses where you've got to hit long irons, Emiliano Grillo, first dude I think of. Ooh, look at old Mackenzie Hughes out there. Look at Mackenzie Hughes. Wow. Wow, he shot a 5 under on the, wow, good round. Tyson Alexander, all right. Sammy Valimaki, a dude who can grind his balls, and I don't think anybody knows about him because he's a Euro, but that's a guy that'll grind his balls for you. Matthew Pavon, I got to tell you, I think I got to start buying on this dude. He's pretty good. Parker Cootie, what the fuck? Whatever. Hogard, all the hoes are safe in the greater, where the hell are they at? In the greater San Diego area this week. A lot of hoes around there, and he's there to guard them. Don't sleep on Jake Knapp. I always try to tell you. Man, Gare Bear Woodland missed the cut on the number. 3-putted on 18. What a dickhead. Let's see. All right, let's go see if anybody really killed it on approach. By the way, just to keep you guys till the end, I am going to give you 4 really good historical round 3s. I've kind of forgot to be doing that so far this year. So if you want to know some really good historical round 3 players, I am going to give that to you at the end. So make sure to hang around till the end. I meant to say that at the start, but yeah, I forgot. Probably why I forgot so far this whole year. Nick Hardy, when he played the South Course, which was on Thursday, he absolutely killed it on approach. 4 strokes on approach. I didn't want to chase his round today. I just know Nick Hardy. Nick Hardy never has 2 good rounds in a row. I didn't give a shit what his approach was. You just got to know Nick Hardy. But now I like him tomorrow. Give me that bounce back Hardy. Griot, Kim, Lucas, who the hell? Blaine Hell Jr.? That sounds like a fucking NASCAR racer. He's going to miss the cut anyways. Short putter Mark Hubbard. Look, there's like 3 guys that when their approach is on, I play. And Mark Hubbard's one of those guys with a stupid little short putter. I will guarantee you that it's about a 1 in 10 chance at most that Mark Hubbard has a short game like that tomorrow. New guy, short game is putting plus around the green. So if you're just playing that Mark Hubbard's going to continue that approach and just goes back to his normal short game, he could be a nut to play tomorrow. Plus, he's at that -3, so no one's going to play him, right? People are like, those guys just barely made the cut. They suck. Okay, guy who doesn't know how to play Showdown. Let's see. What else do we got here? I already talked about Mackenzie Hughes. Mathieu Pavon. Dude, what about the Bjork dork? Golly. I kind of liked him today. I really did, because I saw that approach. This guy can putt. This guy can grind. And he really just dicked himself over with one bad tee shot on Thursday. Went up there and I guess he bogeyed the last hole, or he would have had a bogey-free round today. Bjork dorks, don't hate it. Scott Stallings? Okay. I don't know that I want to count on Scott Stallings picking up that many approaches. Let's go see if anybody killed themselves off the tee at that course, but was otherwise good. Max Grayerson, all right, he missed the cut. No one gives a shit. Already talked about Bjork. Any of these guys even make the cut? Oh, Colin Morikawa, loser piece of shit. Let's see. Yeah, not a lot. Let's see if anybody killed themselves around the green. Kevin Doherty. Oh, okay, whatever. Dude, Jonathan Vegas, that guy, what a dickie. Already talked about Mark Hubbard. And let's just see if anybody just absolutely luck-sacked with a putter. Okay, Joseph Bramlett. I played a decent amount of Joseph Bramlett this week at week long, and it's nice to actually be on the luck-sack side of variance for once, because Joseph Bramlett picking up 5 strokes putting is laughable. Eckroat, luck-sack, and Dylan Wu. I wish Dylan Wu could find his putter when I play him at Showdown, Dickie. Cheesesteak Hoagie. No approach, all putter. No thanks. The Hogard. Look at the Hogard. That guy's good. I gotta stop shitting on him. That guy's good. All right, I'm going to get to some questions. 160 people in here, only 68 likes. That means we have exactly 92 dickheads. 92 dickheads tonight. Very special on a Thursday night to have so many dickheads in the house. By the way, new guys, you need to know this. You need to come check out my site, degen75.com. I'm telling you, there's no person who is more of a tryhard when it comes to ownership, when it comes to projections. I put out behind the paywall content. I treat all of my customers like very valuable people, and I do all of this without price gouging. What a fucking concept. My golf package, $34.99, and I go hard for every single slate of golf. If you want everything I offer, including football and NASCAR, you can get the all access for $54.99. And once again, we only have a week and a half left, and I'm shutting the big guy down forever. It has gotten too big. So if you want to get that big guy package where we meet up and have an actual chat, me and all my big guys chat before every slate to go over what we're thinking, okay? So do it or don't. All right. By the way, I have the best tool out there called the Rosetta Stone, right? You ever just feel like all this information I talk on, I'm like, well, I can't keep up with everything that big guy's saying on the show. I don't like him. Well, I put it in form right here. I take all their stats and I break it down. And once you do use this Rosetta Stone for a week or two, I'm telling you, it is the best tool in PGA DFS. The fact that nobody else does it, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like, let's just take everything you need to know to make important strategic decisions for Showdown and just put it in one place where you can read it like a fucking offensive coordinator in the NFL, right? And yeah, we have a couple people who are finding success this year. Once again, what was it? 10 GPP winners this week. A bangload of other people winning money. On my site, we don't celebrate the moderators' hits. We celebrate the community's hits. What a concept. Moving on, let's get to those top 4 guys who have incredible round 3 course history. Patrick Cantlay, bounce back city from the neckbeard. Justin Rose, Michael Kim, Xander Schauffele are all guys who are in the top 10 in round 3 scoring that actually made the cut, right? A lot of the guys that were up there, not quite, Bob. All right, I don't see 100 likes, editor. No drawing yet. Once we get to 100 likes, editor, we will do it. Let's go ahead and start answering some questions until we get to the magic number. Let me go over here and start. Oh, Nick with a super chat. So proud of you for standing. I'm barely out of breath, Nick. Barely out of breath. Well, what is your best process tip for moving day besides 100% Patrick Rogers? Last night, you were there for the big guy chat, Nick. Did I not tell you that Patrick Rogers was the nuke play of the day? I was like, that little fucking skinny bastard. Now I'm going to fade him with everything I have in my soul tomorrow. Anyways, the best process tip I can give you is get guys who made the cut line on the number. Okay, Mark Hubbard, Keegan Bradley. Here, let's just go look at them all, right? Like, these are the guys I'm going to be playing, right? Well, Willie Z, Akshay Bhatia, because these guys notoriously get forgotten about, and they're just going to say, fuck it, I'm playing with the house's money now, and they're just going to go out there, throw darts all over the place, right? Those are the kind of guys. I think that is the best strategy you can use. And you know what? The more slimy you are willing to get with it, the better. Go play Mr. Dumont de Charlotte. I actually feel like I said that pretty well. I'm not going to lie to you, Bob. Keith Mitchell, what a fuck. Let's see. Taylor Moore. I mean, like, Ben Silverman. Like, no one's going to play those dudes, right? People are going to play Keegan. People are going to play old Willie Z. But there are some really good guys there at -3 that nobody's going to play. Once again, thank you for the super chat, Nicholas, LSU Nick. I won't even besmirch the great University of Louisiana State tonight. All right, new to PGA because of you. It's pretty fun. I tried to tell you, Drew. PGA, this is what more DFS sports need to be. It doesn't need to be every day, right? I like a day or two to catch my breath. That's what Monday and Tuesday does. Also, it doesn't need to be that you need to set at your computer and just jerk off to fucking Twitter shit just waiting for a late switch, right? I'll do that once a week for college football. That's it. I don't want to do that every night for NBA or all those other sports you have to babysit. This is what is so great about PGA DFS. You set it and you forget it. It is fun. It is a game. If you think, oh man, it's so hard, every DFS sport's hard. At least in this one, you can play the game and be rewarded for it in the long term. I know this. I've been doing it for a long time. Moving on, Jerry says, to Beacon Trey and Showdown tomorrow, would you go 4-2 guys who went hot on the North Course today? I'm not even really giving that any consideration, right? I actually really like guys who might have spun their wheels a little bit at the North Course today, guys who may have played well Thursday at the South Course and then spun their wheels today. Those are or not Thursday, Wednesday, because everything's moved up a day. Those are the kind of guys that I would be thinking about, right? Morikawa Donkey Chuck. You ain't wrong, Dan. You ain't wrong. And the fact that I went down on Morikawa Donkey Chuck, like I would have had 2 6-6s in the 250 and my $200 single entry would have all been 6 of 6s if it wasn't for that loser piece of shit Morikawa. I say that. I think maybe, hell, I could probably just look. There was also what the fuck is fuckhead's name? Keith Mitchell. He also kind of dicked around there at the end. Yeah, Morikawa, I would have had another 250 and a $200 single entry that would have both been 6 of 6s, but Morikawa said, no. Watch this. I'm Mr. Accuracy off the tee. I'll just put it into the fucking native area. Piece of shit. God, it makes me so mad I went down with Morikawa chalk. Ugh. It just hits different. It just hits different, right? At least I got Patrick Rogers right. The one time this year I played that loser, and it was the nutted play today. Ori could guys tomorrow. I mean, we're going to put out a stone, Bill, so I'm just going to leave that for that. New guy, what price range should we be overweight in DK single entry? I think you should probably try to find a 6K guy. The key to me to Showdown golf is to have one real good punt in there, right? Have a really good punt, right? Mine was Eric Barnes today, right? And it was looking pretty good until it didn't, okay? I like having one punt in there because the biggest mistake that people make at Showdown is they never differentiate their lineup. They go play 6 or 7 guys that are all 20+%, and you're in the exact same build as everybody else. You don't want to be that. So make a point to play a pivot or to play a sleeper and to get your lineup different. That would be the advice I would give you. Moving on. Still not to 100 likes, editor. Who are these 63 people that will watch my show and not hit the like button? A lot of cock gobblers. All right. Victory, who are you not playing tomorrow? Oh, let's see. Who am I not playing tomorrow? Patrick Rogers. For numerous reasons. All right. If Morikawa putts last in your scramble, think he leaves the... Dude, how do you... Okay, you've got to make the putt to make the cut, and you're going to leave it a foot short. That's the most Morikawa thing I've ever seen. God, I don't like that dude. And with his little, I've got a little hoodie on. Look at me. I'm cute. Little douchebag. Do we celebrate some ranch water for Carnage? I'm not drinking until the Waste Management Meetup, which is coming in less than 2 weeks. I'm going to be there. Tambo's going to be there. Hoop's going to be there. The whole ship of team's going to be there. My team's going to be there. If you've ever wanted to meet us and hang out, watch golf, watch football, talk shit, drink beer, most likely, come to this meetup. If you have any questions, you simply reach out to me or Tambo on Twitter because we're like not famous and we like return DMs and stuff, okay? All right. Moving on. All right, Hogarth going to be chalk tomorrow. He looks great. Yeah, I mean, he does look good. I ain't playing him. You go ahead, bruh. I am not a poor. Thank you, Ross, for acknowledging it. Life has been very good to me, and I can't afford the $18.99 a year. Finally, 109 likes. All you got to do is call people cock gobblers. They smash that like button. Editor, go ahead and do the drawing for me while I continue to answer questions, you motherfather. Barely out of breath tonight. Feeling good. You can tell I've been doing cardiac. I'm a maniac on the... Sorry, that was Tommy Boy. Although, literally, I put on my lady's coat last night, and I did fat guy in a little coat. Anyways, any bumps to guys who played South Course round 2? I don't think so. I mean, I just don't see that there's much of an edge. I just want to see that they played the South Course well, J-Hab. Can't lay day tomorrow? Definitely. Give me that neck beer bouncing back. God, he sucks, though. Like, he is very inconsistent this year. Is a guy like Tigala a good possible nuke play? Absolutely. Give me all them guys that just got in there on the cut. Let's see. If there's not a question mark, I'm not answering it, dudes and dudettes. Are you happy or sad with the North Course has gone? Very, very happy. I hate Birdie Fest. I want some carnage tomorrow. I want to just look and see a donkey chuck guy be +6 tomorrow. Put that shit in my veins. All right, 20%, 6 of 6 in the $5 lottery. Let's have a weekend. That's not bad, Nick. Definitely above the field. Is Bramlett luck sacking? Yes, he is, which is crazy that I got to play him. What's up, Ronnie? Edward says, Edward says, who nosedives from the top tomorrow? Let's look. Who's somebody that's going to shit I'll just go Bramlett. We can't keep luck sacking with that putter. Let's get it together here. The winner of the drawing, Corum. Hey, Corum, welcome back, you motherfather. We're missing you for a little bit. Now you come back, you win drawings. Don't tell me you don't have a shamrock shoved up your ass. Is Willie Z back? I don't think so. I mean, he played okay today, but man, he didn't really impress me over there at the South Course, bro. Does your profile change to expect the course to firm up a little bit and add more around the green? Yeah, so when I don't do a model on the Rosetta Stone, right? But if I were making a round 3 model, I think that around the green is going to be a little bit more important tomorrow than normal, yep. But you also got to factor in this. In a single round of Showdown, Karam, we don't really care about them saving pars and getting up and down near as much as we do them just having birdie putts on every hole. So I would actually be looking more at things like greens and regulation as a better barometer of who I think is going to do better. Anybody good at putting on bumpy greens? Yes, there are. If you go look at the stones from this week, we put the model I put out over on the site. We have everybody's putting splits on this POA, and I'm talking traditional POA. This is bumpy ass POA. This isn't that bent POA mixture shit. This isn't POA trivialis. Okay, I'm just learning how to get off the grass. Okay, I'm late to the kink party. Anyway, to the guys who play. Yeah, no. Let's see. What's the 6 of 6 percentage in the $200 single entry? I mean, look, it's always going to be right at whatever it is at these, right? Here, I could probably just go click right here. Where's the $200 single entry? The fucking Morikawa, that loser. Cut distribution, it is 10.56%. There you go, brother. Cut Sweats. If you ever want to try out Cut Sweats, use my code DeGenerate75. You can get, I think it's like half off the first month. I love Cut Sweats. I love it, right? All day I was just sitting there because, you can like go look at your Showdown stuff too, right? You go over here to my Showdown Sweats. At like one point, I was like winning. It was giving me like a 10% chance to win, and I had like a 50% top 5 equity. And then that number was looking really good until Eric Barnes said, hold up. Watch this on 18. And then it didn't get there because I was literally the only person that played him in the 555 today. He was 0.5% owned out of 200 people, so I was literally the only person to play him. And I felt real smart until I felt dumb. Let's see. Where do you find all the stats that you show on Data Golf? It's pretty simple, bro. You just go to Data Golf's main page. You go Farmers Insurance Open right here on the main page, and then just right here, you click Live Tournament Stats. Boom. It's there. And then I'm clicked Events so we can see how they played on the South Course. Pretty simple stuff. Gunnar Herb, sorry I'm late. Are we focusing on off the tee stats for the remainder of the week? I do want to see that, but honestly, when it comes to scoring in a single round, approach is much more important than off the tee, so I lean towards that, right? If you do want to see some guys who killed it off the tee over there, Tigala? What the shit? Okay. I mean, wow. Didn't see that coming. Tigala led off the tee and the one round he played, which would have been round 1 for him, right? That's crazy. Didn't see that one coming. Biggest surprise who did not make the cut, who played really well. You were not. What the shit are you asking, X-Circa? Biggest surprise who did not make the cut and who played really well, but were not expected. So they who did not make the cut. How could you not make the cut and play really well? X, I love you, but that question's stupid. Rio bounce back tomorrow. What did he end up doing, man? I saw him just like face planting there for a while. Where's old Rio at? Hissazatuni. Hissatuni? Hitsatuni? Yeah. I mean, look, he lost it almost all with a putter. I think that's an interesting play. Would Jason Day have made the cut if he didn't dress like a little kid? No, that's not a little kid. He's dressing like MC Hammer, okay? Can't touch this. Okay? And by that's actually Jason Day saying can't touch a birdie. That's his lyrics. When should I pay attention to my line? Sunday? No, I think look, if you're like Nick just said, he has 20% 6 of 6. The 6 of 6 rate across the board is about 10%, right? So if you have above that, you're doing better than the field, right? I think you start getting excited tomorrow, but you got to remember there's going to be some guys imploding. So even if you do have a 6 of 6, there's a chance that one of those guys is going to shoot a +5 tomorrow, and you ain't going to be feeling real good. Was fading Keegan a sin? No, I mean, the guy luck sacked into the cut, right? I'd fade Keegan every single time, twice on Sunday. He's going to go nuke tomorrow. You heard it here first. Is the Showdown slate day lean towards going off 1? Oh, that is a great question, Ross. Let's go look at that real quick, bro. If you go look, and let's go look at the South Course, because that's what they're playing tomorrow. So go over here, South Course. It would appear as though the better chance to get they look about the same because 9 and 18 are both pretty easy over there on that course. And they both connect to holes that aren't very easy. So I don't think there's much of an edge there, Ross. But that is a pretty good question, bro. What is good, big guy? On to next week, I guess? No, Sam. That's why we have Showdown, you motherfather. Okay, if you don't like kicking the nuts, stop playing so much and just save it for Showdown. I already won enough today at Showdown to cover my entire week, so I'm going to be fine. Does getting slimy in your round 3 Showdown mean leaving more money on the table? I don't think so. I don't think you need to do that. I think you just pick some guys that not everybody else is playing. Hey, big guy, do you like AC/DC? I mean, I see what you did there. Yeah, I mean, he's okay. I just don't know enough about him. You know, they showed him a little bit today. Do you think those paragliders over Torrey ever have a sudden onslaught of explosive dire? I got to imagine you don't go up there if you're having an upset stomach, Johnny. You said the F word 3 times. Put the money in, right? Nope, that's just on Wednesday. I say whatever the fuck I want on this show. What is the cut? It is -3, my brother. All right. Let's see. Oh, man, a lot of questions tonight. Guys are going hard. 175 people in here. Let's see if we can get to 150 likes. We get to 150 likes, I'll give away one more ticket. See, Najad, I'm waiting on the 99th so I can be 100. You know what, Sia? You're always a 100 in my heart, big guy. Moving on. Do you think there's any advantage for guys who played the South today? Nope, already answered that like 75 times. Bro, Cephas, who are these clowns? Smash the like button. I get it. I don't know who they are. Are stats reliable after playing 2 different courses? Yes, but you just got to remember you're only looking at those stats from one course, right? Hisatuni low own tomorrow? Absolutely, he will be stool pitching. How do you feel about a 5 of 6 lineup? Not great. Well, it depends on the contest, right? Okay, let's say you're in a 500-person contest, right? And you have a 5 of 6. Well, if it's 10% in that contest, like it is in most contests, that means only 56 of 6s are in there, right? It is not crazy for a 5 of 6 to be a large percentage of those 6 of 6s. But the key will be you're going to almost certainly need the winner, and you're going to need some of those 6 of 6 guys, to have somebody kind of implode and not get them any points over the weekend. So yes, you can do it, and this is another reason why I like playing smaller fields is if you have a 5 of 6 in the big lottery, you have no chance at a big cash this week. I mean, no chance. But if you have a 5 of 6 in a smaller contest and you only have to go beat 50, let's say 6 of 6s, whereas in the lottery you'd have to beat something like 10,000 6 of 6s, well, then that's a big difference, isn't it? Alrighty, moving on. Dan, whatever your name is. How many beers at the Waste Management will it take you for MC Hammer Dance? Oh, I'll do that when we're just drinking water, bud, all right? When you can shake it like the big guy can. Did you not watch Gangnam Style? The big guy knows how to shake it. Sorry, let me rephrase. The biggest disappointment and the biggest surprise. All right, now you're asking questions. I would say the biggest surprise, Chesson Hadley. Doesn't seem like a good course for old Chesson Hadley. I'll give him some love through 2 days. The one who missed the cut that I was like really shocked. I just thought this was a great course for Keith Mitchell. And that motherfather finally gets above the cut and says, watch this. I'm going to go bogey par on 2 easy holes to miss the cut because I'm an asshole. The guy got there. Sometimes you just got to applaud great effort. That's all you can really do. Sites wants to know, how does the cut line work? I think this is a pretty valid question. For all of you just learning golf, it's always, on these full field events, it's always T65 and ties, right? So right here, Will Zalatoris, all these guys at -3 are at T64. So if 2 of these guys, let's just say Cameron Champ and Christian Bezatenho have both made one more birdie, that would now, wait, I lied. It would be these guys. Let's just say that 2 of these guys here at 64. So let's just go use Aaron Baddeley and Eric Barnes. Fuck that guy. They both make a birdie, right? Well, now these guys at T64 would now have been T66. Now that cut is past 65, so the cut would have been -4. Okay, but it wasn't, because as you can see, there is only the T64 are the guys at -3. If that number is T65 or lower, that's always going to be the cut. So all it took was two of these guys, any two of these guys, all these guys. So there's 79 guys total who made the cut, and it looks like 15 of them are just -3 guys, right? So all these guys could have missed it if just two of these assholes would have shot one shot better. All right, moving on. How far back can you still win? Now, that's a question I want to answer. Let's see. The current leader is 12. I think the winning score is probably going to be I'll go -16 as a winner. So I think guys still at -6 could probably still win this. Okay, you go shoot 5 under 2 days in a row. We'll see though. We'll see. Hogarth might just run away with this, right? The bitches in San Diego safe this week. Patrick Rogers, Donkey Chalk, probably. You go ahead. Who's moonwalking tomorrow? Already answered it. Thoughts on Batia? Sign my ass up. If I take a screenshot of my lineups right now, will placement last longer? In your heart it will, which is an important distinction. Bryant, can't lay a neckbeard bounce back? Oh, for sure. I mean, or he could just pack it up, right? When good players come off good rounds, they almost always do one of two things. They pack it up and bitch quit, or they go nuke it the next day. That's like the two things they do, right? Great show. All right, let's see. Last question. Can we win Showdown tomorrow with all go? I don't love that. There's just too many studs that made the cut, man. One of those studs will go nuke tomorrow, -5, -6, which tomorrow will be nuked. Oh, there's more cow. I'm missing a put on JVG. Rah, 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 you pussy. All right. Secondary cut this week. They don't do that anymore. That was called an MDF. They got away with that once they dropped the from T70 to T65. All right, guys. Once again, do not forget, check back tomorrow. We will be doing round 4 Showdown tomorrow. You best believe there's going to be great contests, so make sure you're here. I know it will be on that'd be a Friday night. Be here regardless. Do not forget to miss the emergency stream, or do not miss the emergency stream this Wednesday. I appreciate all of you guys being here. 180 of you here, 124 likes. Most certainly the most popular stream in all of PGA DFS, not only for week long, but at Showdown. I couldn't do it without all of you guys hitting the like, subscribing, telling friends. I appreciate every single one of you. Guys, please remember one thing, rule 3080, expensive tout sites are shady. I'm in the mood for a victory lap after continuing to have the most popular one. Let's do it.
I was so high.